This is the Reading Instruction Show. I'm your host, Dr. Andy Johnson. Today we're talking about language art. And that's correct, not language arts, but language art. What the heck is it? Language art is using language to create art. Art that uses language to express an idea. We think of language art. And art is not something beautiful, but something beautiful, beautifully expressed, beautiful ideas. There are beautiful works of art about ideas that aren't necessarily beautiful. Here you see the crucifixion. I saw a play, The Soldier's Story, about a horrible thing, but it was so beautifully told. It was art. It got to places where pure logic, expository text could not go. The same with Miss Saigon. Saw this play, excited, it was beautiful, I was going to enjoy myself, and I left the gosh darn theater crying. It was sad. Go to a theater to be sad, but it was a beautiful work of art. Art is something beautifully expressed, an idea. And in language art, words are the paint on our palette. And you see different types of creative writing, different types of arts, and these are just some that you can and should use in your elementary and middle school and high school classrooms: comedy, monologues, poems, creative fiction, letters, flash fiction. That's interesting, a story that's only a certain amount, like 300 words or 200 words, video writing, memoirs, comic strips. All these things are types of language art, or can be used to create language art. And why? Why in the heck should we? 8 reasons. First of all, it's fun. It's motivating. Kids like to have fun. It's more fun to create a poem or a comedy monologue than to write a report on grain exports from Bolivia. Kids naturally want to do it. And all of school doesn't have to be fun, but neither does all of school have to be drudgery. Kids like, what is their natural inclination? To be silly, creative, to explore things, to express, to be independent. Think about what kids naturally like to do. They like to perform. They like to be silly. They like to write. They like to share ideas and hear the ideas of others. If we can harness that natural inclination for literacy learning purposes, we enhance students' ability to create meaning with print and to use print to create meaning. Creating meaning with print is reading. Print to create meaning is writing. And here's the thing. The process transfers. The process used to create poems or silly writing or comedy monologues, where you get the idea, you pre-write, you draft, you revise, you edit, and you share. That process transfers to professional writing, to academic writing. Oh, you're just being silly. You're doing silly stuff. You're doing poems. No, it is the process. The writing process transfers to all types of writing. And students can see the impact that their words have. Language art, words have power. Different words put together differently impact, and they can see the impact of their words to create emotion, to create response, to create anger, whatever. People respond to their words. This video has words that I've put together. People respond to it. My podcast, some people don't like my words, but they respond to how I put the words together in the words that I use. In language art, students see the impact of words, and words can create change. Language art expands perception, ways of seeing. Think about using poetry or creative writing in a science class. You go and you see, you observe things, and you express things in a way that measuring doesn't. I was looking at outside and I saw this homeless guy carrying a sign, and I wrote about it and I perceived things differently, and it expanded my awareness. So language art, the arts of any kind, should be used across the curriculum. Yes, in science and social studies, language art, drama, poetry, narration enhances the ability to learn. Now, here's the thing. When budgets get tight, we want to cut the arts, but the arts expands those neural networks in our head. And the more neural networks we have, the easier it is to learn more stuff, the more types of experiences. So we perceive things, we experience things as upon reality, reality acts upon us, meaning it literally changes the structure of our brain. We create new neural pathways and enhance our neural networks. It develops creative thinking and thinking dispositions. Creativity has been behind some of the greatest innovations in human history, where you generate ideas, you evaluate them, and then you make them work. That's how Robert Sternberg defines intelligence. How many times have you been in a situation and people are stuck doing the same thing over and over and over again because that creative thinking, that disposition has not been cultivated? And it contributes to the development of more complex thinking. Now, in schools, we tend to value only logical, deductive thinking. But again, intuitive and inductive thinking has been behind some of humanity's greatest innovations. Intuitive, what about inductive thinking? Is inducing order on something. You see thoughts, you see ideas, you see things, you see the patterns and you put them in groups. And a form of the self-actualization. Language arts can be used to explore and bring to surface what you're thinking about, your ideas. And it can help you understand your thoughts, as well as you hear the thoughts of others and you understand, you see the commonality of the human experience. I don't know how many times with writing, especially creative writing, I didn't know what I really thought until I started writing about it. That's why language art can be a powerful vehicle. This has been the Reading Instruction Show. We've been talking about language art.